So, so I'd love to dive in a little bit into what you were saying in regard, because I've never heard it put this way, and it's so beautifully put, that there are multiple realities that we are currently living in, but the reality is based on the perception of who is seeing it. So the elephant's reality, the ant's reality, the dog's reality, these are different realities completely. My cat's reality is very different than mine. We kind of share the same world, but the perspectives are massively different. But that goes with any human being as well. My reality is very different than your reality. So from the Veda's point of view, what does it talk about in regards to these multiple realities, or multiverse, which is a key word that's being thrown around a lot now, the multiverse of different versions of reality?
Yeah, see, as far as the multiverse theory is concerned, from the Vedic perspective, the concept of time, when we speak about universe, we have to speak about time, right? Because it's really time. Mm-hmm. So time and space, they're inseparable, right? And so we find that from the Vedic perspective, even the concept of time is billions of years, right? That how old is the universe? Billions, right? So it's as a metaphor, that in one breath of Brahma, there is thousands of lifetimes, billions of lifetimes of a human being. In one breath of Narayana, there is million lifetime of Brahma, and one breath of Shiva, there is millions of lifetimes of Narayana. So we are speaking of incredible scale of time, right? And so what is the nature of pure being? It is Nirakal, meaning it is timeless. Now that's a very important insight. For when we speak about God with an address, right? God as a personality, then God exists within space-time somewhere. And so if God exists within space-time, then space-time becomes primary. God is secondary, right? Mm-hmm. So within the Vedic teachings, there is the term called Nirakal, Nirakar, formless, timeless dimension of pure being. That nature of pure being is timeless. There is no time at that level of being. So time emerges from that level of being. Mm-hmm. And since time emerges, with time emerges what? Space. Time and space emerge together. And with it, as the time and space emerge, there is universes. So within every time space is within every timeline is a universe, right? So you have not one universe, you have multiple universes, like a room full of bubbles, balloons, balloons which feel like universes. So there is universes within universes, and that's one of the things what Shiva's dance represents, right? So you see the circle of fire around the Nataraja dance of Shiva. Mm-hmm. And all those distinct flames represent a universe, right? So the universe which is born out of this ferocious energy, that is Shiva, that power of consciousness, the dance of Shiva Shakti, which is inseparable, consciousness, the being and becoming, right? So from the yogic perspective, why is there anything at all? Because that's the nature of being. Like, why is fire hot? The fire does not decide, oh, today I'm going to be hot and tomorrow I'm going to be cold. The nature of fire is hot. The nature of water is wet. So the nature of being is to become, right? That's why Shiva and Shakti. So since that being becomes, it's not one universe, it's multiverses, many universes a day. They're formed and being created within the breath of the cosmic being. And can one have access within at the level of localized consciousness, that is the Atman? Mm-hmm. We are as you were saying, that you have unique aperture and I have unique perspective, but there is enough overlap.
Right.
Right. So there is enough overlap. So there is enough overlapping of our own uniqueness, so that we have a certain level of consensus about what reality we perceive. When we have less overlap with someone, then we have extreme difficulty in understanding them. They appear like an alien to us. They become the villain, right? So
Right.
That's what breeds all violence and conflict in the world, right? So in yoga, we say the only way out is in. So only way out of violence is in, meaning as you go in and you expand your awareness, you start to gain more overlap with distinct apertures. So your
Okay.
ability to understand the distinct apertures increases because you're gaining wholeness. And so the so-called other starts to become your own very self.
To watch the full video, click on the link below, and don't forget to subscribe.